Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the continued first round of the Side Hustle Showdown 2025. We are going to be starting today with the third showdown. We have online surveys versus membership sites. This is definitely going to be a good one today. Hope you guys are excited for this one. If you missed the last two, we're going to link the last two Side Hustle Showdowns in the description box below. So you'll be sure to check those out. Or if you go to the main channel page, you can see a playlist at the very top and it says Side Hustle Showdown. So definitely be sure to check those out because this thing is just heating up. We're just getting started. So what we've been doing in the Side Hustle Showdown, just to give a quick rundown, is we're going through and we're looking at the top 16 side hustles for 2025. We're pitting them against each other in a battle to see who is the ultimate winner for the showdown for the ultimate side hustle for the year 2025. So we have a full screen stream going as well as a shorts feed going. So if you guys are in the shorts feed and all you're seeing is me, you're not seeing my screen. At the very top, there is a pinned comment that you can click. It says full screen live. So click on that and it's going to take you over to the full screen. So feel free to watch, check out whichever one you like, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to talk about online surveys and membership sites. So when we talk about online surveys, what does that mean exactly? Is that really just taking a survey online? And what can you do with it? If you take a survey, what is the benefit? How do you actually make money from a survey online? And then the second side hustle we're going to talk about today is a membership site. So you guys are probably familiar with like Patreon, maybe like Ko-fi, those other kind of membership sites, maybe Kajabi. Today we're going to be talking about Buy Me a Coffee. And the reason I like Buy Me a Coffee is it's so easy to set up. It's so simple to set up and have it configured. It takes a couple minutes and you're good to go. So all you do is you really set it up once and you really don't have to post content on it. So, all right, let's dive in. So let's talk about online surveys first. So there's one site that I like to go to that I feel like is above the rest for online surveys in terms of actually being really easy to use. They have a really, really easy and a very simple payout system. So surveyjunkie.com is the name of the website. It's totally free to join. So you just go to surveyjunkie.com. You can either create an account for free, or what you can do is you can log in with your Gmail account, your Facebook account, whatever you like. Anyway, so here's a dashboard. This is a dashboard for Survey Junkie. So literally all you're doing is you're going to go down and you're going to see that they have all these different surveys. So the survey ID is not really that important. It just kind of tells the back end system what the survey is. So it tells you at the top how many points, how many minutes a survey should take. 2 minutes in, my voice is already messing up. So it's going to tell you at the top right corner how long it should take. So then it's going to give you points. So you start adding up points, and then over here in the top right corner, you're going to see you have 425 points to go. So what does that equate to? So if you click from here to points to USD, it's going to tell you that you've earned 75 cents. So you can actually, what you're going to be able to do is actually take surveys and rack up these points, and you're going to be able to exchange them either for money or you're going to be able to exchange them for gift cards, which is pretty awesome. So, hey, everybody, hope you guys are doing good out there. There's a pinned comment at the very top if you're on the shorts feed. If you want to switch over to the full screen mode so you can see what I'm doing, it's at the very top. So, super excited. Happy you guys are here. Welcome to the Side Hustle Showdown of 2025. All right, so the first survey right here, it says it takes about 10 minutes, and it's going to give you 40 points. So about 4 points per minute. So let's click on that. So we're going to click on Start Survey. So it's going to ask you a couple questions just to make sure that you're a real person. So it says, to help you save time, you're going to answer the questions to find out if you fit the survey candidate. So which of these is not an animal? Monkey, dog, cabbage, or rhino? So I'm going to say cabbage. Hopefully that's right. All right, good news. You're qualified for the survey. Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to hit Start Survey. So, and I've been doing these, and you don't know what the survey is, right? You don't know what the survey is going to be, like what the questions are going to ask. I mean, it's not hard. You don't have to memorize anything. But it's going to take you to this survey screen, and it's going to say it's going to take about 20 minutes. So you click on agree to continue, and it's going to ask you for your zip. I mean, they don't all ask you for your zip code. So we'll just type in something. I'm just going to type in something bogus here. I mean, obviously, if you were doing this on your own, you definitely want to do it yourself, and type in like the real thing. I'm just going to kind of use fake information. All right, so evidently it didn't like that. It didn't like the zip code that I typed in, probably because it wasn't real. So it said, here's 3 points for answering that part of the survey. So we're going to do another survey. So I want to show you guys, even though I didn't do the survey itself, as you can see here in the top right corner, I got 3 points, right? So it's going to give you this bar, this projection bar that gives you how many points until you can redeem something, whether it be a gift card or a buyout. So, sorry, not a buyout, but a gift card or like a payout. So, USD, you can switch it to USD if you want to see how much money that you earned. So we're up to 78 cents, which is pretty cool. I mean, this is the reason it's a side hustle is because it's like, I don't know, I mean, you can actually make money with it. So, hey, everybody, thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys want to see the full screen of what I'm doing, just click on the pinned comment at the very top, and you can click over to the full screen version. So you don't have to just watch me talk. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys now the rewards real quick, and then we'll get into another survey. So right here, it tells us 78 points. We have 422 points in order to actually cash in to either get a gift card, and there's 7 available. So the main gift cards that they have on this website that you could actually trade your points for through taking surveys is going to be Amazon, Walmart, Apple, Target, Starbucks, Sephora, and Groupon. So those are the main gift cards that you can use or that you can redeem your points for. So if you didn't want to do that, you could always go down here and you could have a PayPal withdrawal. So they would send money to your PayPal account. Or you can do a bank transfer. So it says PayPal usually takes 1 to 3 days, and a bank transfer takes up to 5 days. So you can decide, do you want to do a gift card or do you want to do money? But what you can do is, I mean, what I would do, what I actually have done, is just sign up with your Gmail account if you have a Gmail account, or whatever account you want. That way it's going to keep track. And if you have like a spare maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes during the day, like in between your job or whatever, you can just do a couple surveys and just rack up some points until you get to the threshold to where you can actually get the money withdrawn. So this one says 78 cents is where we are. So you can actually have it withdrawn to PayPal, which is pretty cool. So let's go find another survey here. So I'm going to pause for a sec. I want to see if anybody has any questions out there here. Okay. Let me just check in real quick. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to their survey. So as you can see, this one says start survey. This one's 20 points. It tells you it's going to be about 5 minutes. And here's another one that's 10 minutes. So, and that gives you about 40 points. So what you can do is you can kind of judge how much time do you have to try to, I guess, waste, on doing a survey. And that's going to determine how many points that you earn. So if we need 422 points in order to get enough for a payout, which is like $5, at least in this sense, we're gonna have to do at least 2 surveys, and the surveys, they change, so they change all the time. So we're gonna click on this one. Let's see. Let's do this one. Says 20 minutes. I mean, down here, as you can see, 55 points, 85 points, and it tells you the minutes. So there are ones that are higher. So 400 points for about 15 minutes. So it's really going to depend. So let's click on that one. We won't do the whole, actually, let's do a short one. Let's do a 5-minute one. Okay. So here's another survey. If you guys can't see my screen, don't worry. There's a pinned comment at the very top of the shorts feed. Just click on that and it'll take you over to the full screen. Okay, so the question in the beginning is, which insurance company do you have? Select all that apply. So I'm just going to select a couple of these, and then it's going to take us over to the survey. So remember, even if it says that you aren't a good fit for the survey for whatever reason, it's still going to give you a couple points. So, okay, so, and as you can see, the last one, I didn't even know what the last one was about. This one's about JD Power, or that's the study from JD Power about insurance. So it says it's going to take about 5 minutes. So I'm going to click Start Survey. All right, so what state do you reside in? So, all right, and then let's see. Okay, let's click Continue. All right, so it said you don't qualify for this survey, so it's going to actually kick you out. So um, we can do start another survey. So you can see that it gives you 2 points for just typing in just whatever, just something random. But if you want to do this like for real, I would highly recommend that you type in your real information. Um, let's see if we can get. Let's see. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's do this one's 10 minutes. I wish they all wouldn't ask for the zip code. Let's see. I'm just going to say next. Okay. So this one's letting me go a little further. So literally all you do is you're going to go by and you're going to answer these questions. So that's all you're doing. I mean, there's nothing hard. There's nothing complicated about it. So which of the following industries do you have any immediate family in? None of the above. You qualify for the survey. We'd like to ask you about online betting and gambling. Okay, so it says you qualify for the survey. So now it's going to take you to the next part of the survey. So I'm going to click on next. And then, which of the following activities have you participated within the last 12 months? I'm just going to make up something here. Okay. So, and sometimes it would ask you if you want to type something in here. So it says, when thinking about the online betting and gaming companies, what brands come to mind? So I'm just going to say FanDuel and DraftKings, because I know those are two of the big ones. So, which online betting have you heard of before taking this survey? Okay. So, I mean, if you guys can see, if you can see my screen, I'm just literally clicking like a bunch of random stuff. So, which of the following online betting and gaming companies have you place a wager? Okay. FanDuel, BetMGM. Okay. How likely are you to try the following sports? Okay, I'll just do. So the point of this is like it's super simple. Um, there's nothing really to it. There's nothing much to it. I mean, you really are truly just going through and you're answering questions, and you're racking up points. The more surveys that you take, and the more points that you take, I mean, you're really racking up points that actually is going to equal out to real um, either money or gift card. You can decide how you want to split that. Okay. I want to see if I can get through a full survey here. All right, I've never heard of it. Let's see. FanDuel, BetMGM. Okay. Neutral. I just want to show you guys what's possible with having actually answering these questions. So, okay. And at the very bottom, there's like this little bar that kind of goes across, and this is going to tell you the how far you are along in the survey itself. So it says, how likely are you to recommend these sports, entertainment, or gambling brands to a friend? I'm just gonna say 5 all the way down. And I really don't think it matters. I mean, you saw that there was some selections that we made on these surveys that actually stopped us, and it said, hey, we're not gonna let you go any further because for whatever reason it didn't like the answer. But I'm just kind of clicking whatever. I mean, so that just goes to show that you can really click whatever it is, and you can start racking up points. So if you have time to kind of waste, this is definitely something that once we get out of this one, we'll move on to the next one, because I know this is kind of boring watching me click here, but I just want to show you how simple this is to actually go in and complete this. All right, I'm going to try to go quicker here. I don't think I can exit out of this, but I'll only stay on this for another like minute or two, because I know this is, we don't want to watch this go through. All right, so I'm gonna finish that later, but this survey was for, what was it for? I can't remember now. It was like maybe 10 points, something like that. So all you'd have to do is literally go through and you can select, they actually have, what's pretty cool is they have a leaderboard. So they basically, there's people that are doing this like competitively, doing it during the day. So you can see that how many points that people have earned. So you figure, what is that? So if 500 points is $5. So what is that? 500. So if that's 5,000, that's what is that? I don't know. What is that? 5,000 divided by 500 points. So that's like whatever that is. I mean, that's a good amount of money right there just for like taking surveys. So another thing that they have that you can do is they also have a desktop app that you can download if you choose to download that. They'll give you 100 points for that. And then if you want to confirm your email, basically they just send you an email and you confirm it to make sure it's valid and it's not spam or it's not a robot. You can add an additional 25 points. So yeah, so this is pretty cool. I mean, this is probably the best and the most streamlined online survey platform that I found that isn't spammy. They don't, you're not gonna get a virus if you do it through the website, through the cloud, because you're not downloading anything. You don't have to download the desktop app if you don't want to. So that's the cool part, is you can just do it all through the web. So do you guys have any questions? Anybody have any questions on kind of how this works, like Survey Junkie? So remember, we're battling online surveys with membership sites. So those are coming up next. So we're going to talk about that. So as a side hustle, I think you guys can kind of see how easy this is to start racking up points, which you can ultimately equate for and cash in either gift cards or for money itself. So, which, I mean, you can't, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just click, and if you have time, you can just click through and either get gift card, or you can have the money sent over through PayPal or bank transfer. So I'm just gonna go back over here. Let's go back over here at home, and let me do this. Okay. Okay. All right, I want to go full screen for a second. So hopefully this thing is not like, sometimes the color washes out. All right. I'm trying some different colors with the lives. So we'll see how these things work. I can see how the color is like changing the further back that I go. So, all right, let's go back over here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on. Let's move on from Survey Junkie and the online surveys. So next up, we're gonna talk about is membership sites. So is anybody familiar with membership sites out there? See if you guys know what that means. So a membership site is something like a Patreon is a membership site. Ko-fi is a membership site. There's a bunch of different sites out there that people use. The one that we're going to talk about today is actually Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Buy Me a Coffee, but it's very, very simple to use. The reason that I started using it was because it literally took probably 10 to 15 seconds to create an account and to basically get set up. And then you can really go through and you can customize whatever you like on there. So let's hop over to Buy Me Coffee and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so this is the survey, right? Okay. All right, so let's actually go here. So this is going to be your main dashboard for Buy Me a Coffee. So basically what it is everything over here on the left hand side. So let's actually start out by what does it look like. So you can set up your own little page, and you can have a banner right here. There's a little banner, and you can customize it with whatever you like. They call it a cover image, and then you can put a video here if you want. This is like a post, so basically think of it kind of like as a really mini like blog post. And then over here you have your widget for somebody to buy you a coffee. So basically somebody could buy you a coffee if they want to. They could type in their name and they could put in something. So just so you guys have it, I'm gonna actually put this in the chat so you can actually take a look at it live. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. Buy me a coffee. Okay, let me put it in here too. Okay. All right, so I put it in both, so the shorts chat and the full screen, so you guys can take a look if you want to. Um, so basically, what this is right here is they give you an opportunity to put a little post. I just put like the channel trailer for YouTube. You can put, if you're not on YouTube, that's totally fine. You can put any kind of social media, or if you have a blog or a website, you can put all your details right here. Basically, just describe who you are, what do you have a buy me a coffee for? You know, what could your supporters, your audience, what could they expect from your buy me a coffee? And so that's basically right here, and then people can share. And then down here, you can see the recent supporters, people that have bought you coffee or that have donated to you. So um, buy me a coffee. This is actually really cool. So I want to show you guys this. If you're interested in buy me a coffee, I did an article, like an article write up, basically reviewing the features and stuff of Buy Me a Coffee, and they actually rewarded the fact that I created an article, or not created it, like just wrote the article, and they bought me 5 coffees, and that was I think like $25. So I'll show you the article here. So this is the article that I wrote for them, and basically what it was just basically reviewing Buy Me a Coffee, how easy it is to use, and doing screenshots and stuff. So yeah, this is basically all that I put in here, and breaking down exactly how Buy Me a Coffee, the layout is, and however you want to customize it. So that's that. So if you go down here, you can also have more posts. So if you wanted to write more posts, you could. As you can see, the last time I wrote something on here was March of 24. So I am not active at all on Buy Me a Coffee. I just set it up just for, you know, if somebody wanted to make a donation or say thank you. That's kind of why I set it up, because it's a nice way to kind of complement, any social media following, to kind of help monetize that kind of thing. So, or a nice way, I mean, to say I'm gonna get you a coffee, that kind of thing. So this is basically what this looks like. This is like your page kind of thing on Buy Me a Coffee. So let's go back into the dashboard here. So if you're a content creator and you want to create a Buy Me a Coffee page, it's really simple to do. So this is what your dashboard is going to look like. So down here for monetize, you can actually see all the people that have supported you, and it'll basically tell you all time, like how much money that you made on Buy Me a Coffee. And if you go down to memberships, you can actually enable memberships, like individual memberships through Buy Me a Coffee. So through the platform, you can actually enable, and have a reoccurring monthly income. So this could be useful if you're not yet monetized on YouTube, or if you have, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, any of the other socials, but you're not monetized. You can actually leverage this in order to create a membership and get some sort of reoccurring money income come in before you get monetized on the main platform that you're using. So if you click over here to shop, you can actually create things. So these are basically all the products that you can create, and these are all either they're mostly digital products, but you can create a physical good or a physical product if you want. So what I did was I actually created these two things. One of them was a 75 hard journal template, and this right here, just to show you what it looks like. So it's basically like a PDF format of a journal, and it's for the year 2024, which is now over. But basically, it has a daily checklist, and this is fully customizable. So another thing that I did was I created a daily checklist template. So, and it tells you what the price is down here. So those are those things down there on shop. Let me actually go back here. And then so for publish, you can actually see what are the posts that you've done. So you can view all the different posts that you've posted. So think of it as kind of like a blog or a website. Going here and then the gallery. If you have any images that you want to upload, for example, maybe you're really active on Instagram or Pinterest, and you have maybe even Facebook, and you have these images that you want to upload. You can upload them to Buy Me a Coffee and kind of use it as like a complement to Instagram. So you can always upload images here if you want. And then messages is just people sending you messages. If nobody sent a message, but if people were to send you messages, they would pop up right here. And then down under settings, this is kind of where you can customize, not only the layout, but like the widgets, the buttons, everything that, hey, Josiah, how you doing? It's good to see you. How you been? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. So these are the buttons and the graphics. So basically, awesome, sweet. Yeah, so we're just talking about on this Side Hustle Showdown, we're talking about membership sites, which we're in Buy Me a Coffee right now. That's the name of the platform. And we talked a little bit earlier about Survey Junkie. So online surveys, how to get paid with online surveys, just to kind of catch up a little bit. So here's all the different ways that you can actually promote your Buy Me a Coffee page on, whether it be on a website, it could be on social media. Like if you live stream, on OBS or on Twitch or something like that, you can always utilize some of these, like the buttons and the graphics to help promote. So Buy Me a Coffee does a really good job of keeping this simple, but it's easy to kind of navigate. So, they have website buttons. Basically what that means is you can generate a button right here. And you could put this, you can choose, the HTML code and put it on your website. And then when somebody clicks it, they'll be transferred over to your Buy Me a Coffee site. And you can change the color over here if you want to do that. Or if you don't want it to say coffee, you can change the logo. So let's just say, for example, you want it to be pizza. So select on pizza, maybe. Pizza. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So you could say pizza, buy me a pizza. And you could change this. So if you wanted to say buy me a pizza, you could do that. So if you're not really a fan of coffee or whatever, you can change it to whatever you want. I would probably keep it as family friendly as humanly possible, if you kind of know what I mean, just to, so you're kind of keeping that, covering yourself and keeping it safe. Anyway, so you can do that. So that's pretty cool. And then you can even just, if you wanted to add like the supporter count, basically like how many people have supported you, you can add that, and it puts a little heart and it says, okay, for me, I've had 2 supporters. So that's kind of what the number 2 stands for. So that's pretty cool. And then website widget is basically like if you wanted to put this widget for someone to buy you a coffee. If you have a blog or a website, you could put a widget, like embed a widget on your website, and that way somebody could buy you coffee without having to go to this site. So if you have a primary blog, you can embed this, and that way, you can do it without having to leave the site. So do you guys have any questions? Anybody have any questions out there? Okay, so I did post. If you guys want to take a look at Buy Me a Coffee, if you want to look at it, it's totally free. There's no strings attached. I put a link in both chats. So like the widescreen version or the full screen version of the live, but also the shorts feed. So there is a link in there. So if you guys want to click it, you can kind of um, follow along on that. So, all right. So if we go down to then there's a couple other things they have. This is actually pretty cool. I thought they have this little. It's kind of like they get it off of Giphy, and basically these are animated GIFs that you can use to redirect people to your coffee site or whatever coffee site, whatever your buy me a coffee, whatever it's called. Um, so yeah, you can use these. So they give you a lot of opportunities to actually share your coffee in different ways. So all right, so let's go over here to integrations. So here's a couple of different tools that they integrate with. So of course, Twitter or X, they integrate with them. Discord, if you happen to have a Discord channel or Discord chat. WordPress, so basically like the blog. So if you have a WordPress blog or a website, you can integrate Buy Me a Coffee with this and have it be really seamless and just kind of have it set up. Or Zapier. So Zapier is it's a way to automate different tasks. So for example, um, if you let's just say you posted a blog article, if you have a blog or website, and in addition to every time you post a blog article, you publish a new article. What it'll do is it'll actually go and automatically publish like a Facebook post and Instagram and whatever you want. So it's kind of a cool tool um, in order to be able to kind of mainstream and kind of get some of your time back. So and then of course payouts. So you have a payout right here. You can manage your payouts down here. And then that's pretty much it on Buy Me a Coffee. So Buy Me a Coffee is just super simple, super easy, super simple to set up and really to run. So there's not a lot to it. You can use this as a platform. It's really simple. I think some of the complaints that people have gotten that I've heard online is that it it lacks kind of some of the more advanced features that Patreon has. But I think if you're either if you're just getting started or you're a beginner and you have no idea how to set a membership site up or one of these up, this is a great opportunity to just kind of get your feet wet and set something up that that may I don't know. I mean, it may kind of it allows you to kind of get into the membership, I guess, site kind of arena, and you don't there's not a lot of back end stuff. You don't have to code or anything. So okay. So we're going to get to a point here in a little bit where I'm going to have to ask you guys to vote. So you can either put we can do numbers, you can put the word, you can do like survey or like membership or however you want to do it, but towards the end we're going to have to vote and we're going to have to see who is coming out victorious in this battle. So we're not going to do it right this second, but just start thinking about it. So in terms of overall for the side hustle, ease of use, how simple it is, how easy it is to actually get started, create an account, that kind of thing. But then also at the same time, it is a side hustle. So how easy is it to make money? So that's the other part of it. So we want to make sure that when you're kind of thinking about who's a winner, um, you know, the length of time, and they're kind of different sides of the spectrum. So like an online survey is something that you can do when you're kind of trying to waste time and kind of go through that. But a membership site is more like long term. So I think, just kind of think about it that way in terms of, okay, which one do you think is more valuable for the long term as being a side hustle versus if you're looking to make like quick money, that's also something, to kind of think about. So um, we're gonna hop over here and we're gonna take a look at, I want to introduce you guys to the new newsletter that I created. Now we're going on about 3 weeks here. So I want to take you over to that. So I'm using a platform, it's called Beehive. And this isn't related actually to online surveys or um, to membership sites, but it's a new newsletter I started, and I'm working really hard to kind of, drum up people to subscribe, that kind of thing. And really, all it is, getting an email every week. So on Mondays is when I send out like a new email. The new issue is what I started calling it. So a new issue comes out every Monday, and basically what it is, it's supposed to be something that you can read very quickly and not drag you down. It's not going to take a lot of your time. There's like some images or some link to some YouTube videos to kind of help with the education side. But basically, the kind of the mission statement for this newsletter is basically explaining, learning how to make money online should be fun and easy to implement. And our goal is to deliver, my goal is to deliver weekly online business and side hustle ideas in 1 minute reads. So basically, what that means is you should be able to read it within a minute or two and not sit there. It's not long paragraphs and that kind of thing. So I'll put a link to this in the chat if anyone wants to check it out here. So I'll put it there, and then it's free. It's free to join. So like everything else, everything is always free. So I don't charge for anything. So we have three posts issues. So I just did one the 20th. When was the 20th? 3 days ago. So the first one basically gives you an idea. So what you're seeing is this is kind of the web version of, so you can go to it, think of it like a blog or like a website, and you can go and you can view the post on the web itself, or this, what you see, it would come to you in like an email form. So this is basically me kind of describing it. So basically like a couple sentences in the very beginning, and then basically tells you very, very simple what's in the email right here. And then, this is a link to the YouTube site or the YouTube channel. And then basically breaks it down into like the top story. What are we going to be talking about? And then here's a little video. Every section here is broken into a little subheading to kind of break it apart. And this one particular gives you some side hustle ideas that cost $0 to start. So that's pretty cool. I mean, just gives you like a little example. And then there's a pro tip. And I always put in a cool find of the week. So basically what that is I go through and I try to look all over. It could be a product, it could be a service, something that I've used personally or have experience with personally that kind of thought I would share because I got some value in it. So yeah, so that's that. So there's always going to be a cool find of the week, and then basically just asking to share the newsletter so we can kind of build this out as a community, as part, kind of like as a complement to the YouTube channel, to have two different kind of avenues, because this allows me to talk and put some things more like on the web, and then people can also search and they can find it that way also. So, and then of course, if you ever wanted to start your own newsletter, it's totally free. You can sign up for Beehive. And because I already have an account and it's already being paid for, basically this link through my affiliate link, it'll give you 30 days, a 30-day trial, and 20% off for 30 months. 33, holy moly, 3 months. So anyway, so that's the first issue. And then you can kind of see as we kind of fill this out, as these issues start getting published, they're just gonna start stacking up here like different tiles. And of course, if you wanted to share it with any, like, for example, you can share it. So I don't know why it took me to Instagram. I thought that was sharing, but anyway, that was connecting. So if you ever want to know what the other socials are that I have, they're up here in this. So all you gotta do is type in your email address and then click join free. So if you guys are interested in that. So all right, I'm going to stop here for a second, and I want to see if anybody has any questions, because we're getting close here to when we're gonna vote. So All right, I'm gonna go back to this and we're gonna take a look at this. So every week we're doing this Side Hustle Showdown. So every Thursday we're going live, right? And it's around the same time every week. So we've already done two. So I'm gonna post the links to those two previous showdowns in the description below. But if you want to go to the main channel, YouTube channel, you can go there at the very bottom. There's a playlist and it says Side Hustle Showdown. So if you want to take a look at that, that gives you all the videos in chronological order. So basically everything to the far right is going to be the oldest. So whatever came first. And this is going to be an updated running bracket. So kind of think of like March Madness. It's kind of like a March Madness bracket for side hustles for 2025. So, okay, here we go. It's time to vote. So we have online surveys, which we talked about, which Survey Junkie was the name of the website. And that is battling head to head with membership sites, which of course was Buy Me a Coffee. So think about the overall experience, how easy it is to use, how you can make money with each of these side hustles. And we're going to vote and see who is victorious on this round. So is it either online surveys or is it going to be membership sites? So if you guys are out there, if you want to post in the chat and let me know what you think, online surveys or membership sites. So we're thinking about, I think, short kind of, I guess, quick gains for money versus like the long term kind of investment for like a side hustle. But you think about the foundation versus something that is maybe not as, what would you use more often as far as like to make money? So that's kind of what we got to think about. So we have a member here of this community named Woe, and I don't believe that Woe is here tonight, but if he was here, he would give us this really great countdown, and then we would name the winner. So I'm gonna do that on behalf of him, and so I think for me personally, the winner of this round between online surveys and membership sites for me, in my opinion, the better side hustle, meaning long term investment, the potential for earning money long term versus like a short term gain, I would have to say membership sites is going to win the battle tonight, because membership sites, you can really set it and forget it. And it's something to where there's multiple different ways to where you can earn money on the membership site itself, whether it be digital products, whether it be coaching, could just be buy me a coffee, that kind of thing, buying an individual coffee itself. So membership sites tonight is going to win this round. So we're still in round one. So this round right here, membership sites has won for the Side Hustle Showdown 2025. So just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Whether you're on the shorts feed, whether you're on the long form, the full screen, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, I really appreciate it. So don't forget to check out that newsletter. The links are also in the description. So feel free to join the newsletter if you like. Check that out. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. We have many, many more weeks and a lot more battles, as you can see. And we're also planning on some really, really, really interesting long form content. So videos that aren't lives. So thank you guys again for joining. I really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you next week on the next live, where we're going to be talking about online games versus drop shipping. That one's going to be pretty wild, so you're not going to want to miss that one. So, all right, everyone, have a great night, have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.